Good morning and welcome. I have a Dollar Tree Easter DIY for you today. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little off. I'm just getting over a head cold. For today's project, we're going to be using one of the egg wreath forms that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need some chunky pink chenille yarn. And I picked this up from Walmart. One skein will be plenty. In fact, you'll have quite a bit left over to use on other projects. So if you have maybe some white that you have left over from a project, you can use that as well. But today, because we're doing it for Easter, I wanted to do it in the pink. Now, I've just cut a section off so it's easier for me to work with. And to get started with this, we're going to be wrapping the two inner bars on the wreath all the way around. And to get it started, I'm just going to hot glue it right here to the wreath form at where the crossbar is. Just going to kind of lay that down, make sure it gets attached well. And this is why you want to cut down a smaller piece, because you have to wrap it around those two bars. And it'll just make your life a little bit easier. And then just simply wrap the two bars. You can tack it down with a little bit of hot glue wherever you feel that you need to, if you feel that it's slipping or moving and not giving you the coverage that you need. Now, if you're unable to find any of the thick chenille yarn, you can always use regular yarn. It's just going to take you a lot longer to cover those two bars. I have my pink chenille yarn all attached and I'm really happy. I got good coverage. I can't see those bars, and I really do like this yarn and ribbon wreath because it looks really nice. If you have a glass door, it looks good on both sides. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the ribbon, and I picked up these two ribbons from Dollar Tree. Both of them are in their Easter section this year, and they are 2.5 inches at 3 yards. So I have this really pretty multicolored plaid and this really pretty one with the silhouettes of the bunnies and the eggs, and it has a little bit of glitter on it. I thought both of these would look really pretty with the pink chenille yarn. You will need 2 to 3 rolls of each color, and I will let you know at the end how many you're going to need. You want to cut your ribbon into strips of 6 inches and dovetail both ends. Now, to dovetail your ends is really easy. I usually do 2 ribbons at a time. Just want to fold the sides together, keep them nice and even. And then where the fold is, that's where you want to start. I usually come up about 1/2 inch and then cut down to the point. You want to do that to both sides. That gives you a really nice dovetail on either end. I have 2 rolls of each ribbon cut, and we're going to be attaching one ribbon to the outer ring and the other ribbon to the inner ring. And I want my really pretty bunny ribbon with the eggs here on the inside. And to attach these on that first inner ring, you want to wrap your ribbon around. Take a little bit of hot glue and place it in the center. Pull your ribbon together and then kind of scrunch the base. It should take up about an inch worth of space. Just hold it a minute so that glue can set up and hold the ribbon in place. And then you can move on to the next one. Now the amount of ribbon that you're going to need will depend on how tightly you want your ribbons next to each other. Now if you think an inch is too much, then give yourself less space, scrunch it together even more. But I think an inch is sufficient. It gives me the look that I'm looking for. So again, you just kind of pull them together once you have the glue down and then scrunch the base. Now I'm going to go all the way around this inner bar here with this ribbon. Once I'm completed with that, I'll come back and show you what it looks like, and then we'll do the same thing on this outer ring with the other ribbon. And that will look so pretty because this will be behind that. I think that'll look very pretty on this wreath. So I'm going to continue on my inner ring here, and I'm going to get my ribbon on, and then I'll be back. I have my first row of ribbons attached, and I'm really happy. I love that color combination. I think it looks so pretty next to the pink. Now this little bit of space in between bothers me, so we're going to fix that. Turn it over to the back. Then we're going to take another piece of the pink chenille yarn, and we're going to glue it right around that area so it will cover up that space from the front, but it'll look completely cohesive from the front. So just add a small amount of hot glue in that area and then place down your chenille yarn. I have my extra piece of chenille that I glued on the back, and now there is no vacancy all the way around and everything blends in. I'm really happy with that. Even on the back you can't tell that I glued on that piece. It still looks nice and cohesive. So now we're going to move on to the next ring, and we're going to be adding our plaid. And you do it the same way. Just feed it up around that one ring. Add your little bit of hot glue and then scrunch it together. Now I've started to attach my second ribbon, and I'm really liking that. You can see a good ½ inch to an inch of it around the base. Now to do that, I didn't do it evenly. As I pull it through here on the ring, this top piece is longer than the bottom because I wanted it to come out a little further than it was. So that's nice. You can easily adjust it to show how much or how little of that second ribbon that you like. And again, just pull it together, pull over and scrunch it. And just keep adding on that outside ring until you work your way all the way around. But I like that little bit of that plaid showing. I'm going to finish my second ring of ribbon, and then I'll come back and we can decorate. I have all my ribbon attached, and I'm really happy with how both ribbons look together, especially with that really pretty soft pink center. You will need 2 of the laser wood words that you can pick up in the Easter section. They come in a package that looks like this. There are several to choose from, and you get 3 words per package. You'll need an Easter and a bunny. You want to get a good coat of a vintage white onto both of these. This is Folk Art Vintage White 515E. You'll also need one of these bunnies. They're one of the new signs that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. So this is how they come. Now, I'm going to be using the white bunny. They also have one that has a wood finish bunny. If that's all you can find, you can use that one as well, but it's up to you. We're only going to be using the bunny for our wreath today. Now I want to add a little something here to our bunny, and I have one of these little cotton balls that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. This is the size that comes 18 to a package, and I just want to glue it here on the tail. I want to give him a nice big fluffy white tail. Of course, you can skip this part if you don't want to give him a fluffy tail. That's fine. He looks just as cute with this tail as it was. Now, to attach our bunny and our two words, we're going to be attaching them with a combination of the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and hot glue. I really like this glue, especially when using it with wreaths, because this is weather resistant once it fully dries, but it does take a full 24 hours to dry. That's why I use it in combination with hot glue, because the hot glue will set it up and hold your project so you can continue to work on it. Then you just need to wait 24 hours and then you can put it outside and it will be weather resistant. You don't need to worry about any of your embellishments falling off. Now I want to place my bunny kind of in the middle, maybe just a little lower than middle. I'm going to place Easter here at the top and bunny down here at the bottom. I think that looks absolutely adorable. Now, of course, you can paint your Easter bunny any color that you want, any color that you want to maybe pull out of your ribbon, or if you did a different color on the inside, maybe you could do pink. But I thought because I was using the white bunny, I would go with something slightly off-white so that it would go with the bunny that I chose. And then once you find your placement, you just want to get this glued down. Now we're going to apply the hanger here on the back, and I'm just going to use part of the jute ribbon that kept the sign together. So I cut a piece long enough and I'm going to attach it here to the yarn in the back, and I'm going to do either side of the center. This will make it easier for me to be able to center my wreath and make sure that I am able to get it to hang straight. And now I have a nice hanger for my wreath. And here you go, we are all complete. I'm very happy with the end result. I love these beautiful spring colors that we get to use for spring and Easter. Well, I hope you enjoyed my ribbon and yarn Easter egg wreath. I had so much fun pulling this together. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and some love in the comments. If you know anyone else who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. If you enjoy hauls and craft tutorials, make sure to check these out. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.